I remember hearing about this movie about 2 years ago, and it was supposed to come out last December, but unfortunately got pushed back because of the strike, so here it is, a month before Christmas.
That was so disturbing.
You know, I just gotta be upfront with you guys. I was not expecting all that much with this movie. I mean, the trailers weren't all that impressive, so going in here, I was just kind of like, maybe I'll have a little giggle. I mean, it's Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, and J.K. Simmons. I mean, you already know this combo is gonna be ridiculous, so whoop-de-doo. Hey, at least he isn't wearing the same thing like he usually is, and is actually sort of giving a performance here that's just slightly different compared to all the other iterations of himself. I mean that with no disrespect. I grew up watching him on WWE, so to see his career just basically take off in Hollywood, I mean, good for him. On Christmas Eve, J.K. Simmons is kidnapped by an unnamed militia, and it is up to Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans to work together and figure out where he is. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is not an elf, but rather an ELF. That stands for something that I completely forgot, and I don't care. Chris Evans, on the other hand, is a human being known as the world's greatest tracker, aka the Wolf. And here we have ourselves another buddy cop comedy with two individuals who are basically the farthest things from each other. The production here is fine. They apparently had a $250 million budget, and a lot of that definitely went towards the VFX here. If you want to nitpick here, you can, but I think overall it's fine, it's good, it works, it is manageable. I didn't feel taken out in any scene, and Santa's sled in this film and the reindeers, I mean, this might be my favorite interpretation of them. That's not to say I dislike the classic, but this film's interpretation of it is just magnificent. These aren't just some tiny regular old reindeers that we see in the forest. No, these are some giant motherfuckers. Really fucking huge. And when they're taking off, they're basically entering hyperspace like in every single sci-fi film ever. It looks fucking awesome. I don't care how bad some of you may say it looks. I thought it looked fine. It was cool. It was different and a lot of fun. The performances? Well, it's Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, and J.K. Simmons. Do I need to say anything else? They do fine with the material they have. It's not like it's anything too complex or deep or emotional, but it's something. There is definitely some depth with these characters though. I mean, this is basically Dwayne Johnson's character's last Christmas run because he's retiring. And Chris Evans' character is basically a deadbeat father who's on level 4 of the naughty list, trying to figure his shit out and maybe right some wrongs. He's also doing a Boston accent throughout this entire movie, and it's great. He's from Boston after all. But really overall, are you gonna go into a Christmas movie expecting some grade A cinematic emotional core that's gonna drive you to a whole new level of ascendance? No, of course not. You see Dwayne, you see Chris, you see JK in this kind of buddy duo comedy, you're just gonna have a laugh. You're gonna forget about the world for about an hour and a half. Okay, I take that back. Apparently it's 2 hours. Turn off your brain and just have some fun with friends, family, and beers. Although I think this movie would have been so much better if they just chopped down 20-30 minutes. Because holy shit, that is way too long. But interestingly enough, I didn't feel that runtime, so I think that's something. Oh, and the movie is named Red One because that's J.K. Simmons' Santa Claus's code name in this movie. He's Red One. Look, okay, this movie doesn't really break into new boundaries or test the limits or do anything fancy schmancy. We've all seen better Christmas movies, and this film is fine. It's feasible. If you just want to get away from the world, go out and watch something and take up some time of your day, just check this one out. There is an emotional core here that we can latch onto to keep us invested with the characters and story. The people who kidnap Santa aren't all that interesting and have such a ridiculous plan that, you know what, it just makes sense for this movie because it's all kinds of ridiculousness. Nothing in this movie really makes sense, and nothing has to make sense, just like how in the Fast and Furious movies, we've all just grown to accept that that's just what it is. I don't ever see myself watching this film again, but it was fun while it lasted. I had a few chuckles, a little giggle here and there, then walked my ass out of the theater. Alright, that was enough of me. I'll catch you guys next time.
Silver packages. Silver packages.